can't leave this game without planting a flag on a decision that could come as soon as today.
Whoa.
Because of DK Metcalf.
Right.
Walking over to the stands, we have seen interaction between players and fans. We saw it week 1. It feels like 5 years ago, but Lamar Jackson, when he and DeAndre Hopkins were going past the Bills fan and the guy was pushing their helmets and the guy went and pushed Lamar's helmet and he gave him a two-handed shove. This is very different. DK Metcalf, and there's another angle that emerged that was shot by a fan that we posted last night. It shows Metcalf walk over. There's a security guy there that just lets him go. There it is. He walks over. He reaches up. I mean, you reach up to – if you walk up to someone on the street and you grab their shirt and pull it down, that in and of itself is a problem, regardless of whether or not – because I saw somebody say there wasn't a punch. Well, first of all, he punches,
his hands was closed.
Punches up with a closed fist and then opens it once he glances past the guy's face. And he clearly didn't make square contact, because if he had, that guy would have been in worse shape than Jake Paul. But to go up to somebody who is kind of leaning over and reach and grab that right there, I mean, under the letter of the law, and I know that people joke about it because Shefty posted assault after Myles Garrett hit Mason Rudolph with his own helmet, but it is an assault. And this is the kind of thing, if you do that to someone on the street, you could get arrested for it. And for him to walk over to someone and reach up and violently grab his shirt and pull down, I don't know how he didn't get suspended. I started making calls yesterday, and it was like, well, you know, the precedent for incidents like this is a fine. And I said, did you see it? Well, the precedent for this kind of thing is a fine. Okay, but did you see it? Did you watch it? And you got to watch it a few times, especially from the original angle, because at first I thought he was pulling the guy's wig.
Yeah.
And then you see, no, he's got his shirt.
Right.
He's holding his shirt down, and he pushes up. There are lines you can't cross. And you can't be the one to lay hands on the fan. It's one thing if you're close to the fans and they're laying hands on you and you react. Lamar Jackson didn't get fined because he was getting his head pushed.
Right.
This bozo was pushing the helmets of every Ravens player that was going by. But when you walk over to a guy just because you don't like what he's saying and you reach up and you grab him and you pull him down, that's a problem. And
it's something
I'll be surprised if he's not suspended. I'll be surprised if he's not suspended.
I'm with you.
He should be. I'm sorry, DK. You may not like it, but you shouldn't have done it. He should be suspended.
I don't disagree that it's a suspendable action. That's for sure. To walk over there, reach up in the middle of the football game and do that. And, you know, DK Metcalf, it's every week as a person, a foul, a problem. Like, I mean, it's always an issue. It's got to stop. It's going to cost them a game. It really is. I mean, it's constant. And, you know, the NFL talks about precedents and all that. Like, screw precedents. The precedence is that forward progress was stopped at the 1 yard line, and we don't seem to follow that precedence anymore. We let people go backwards 5 yards and pitch the ball and go, touchdown. I mean, it's insane. But, yeah, we'll see what happens there with the DK Metcalf thing. I'd be worried if I'm Pittsburgh.
Hopefully they're taking the week off at 345 Park
Hopefully
Avenue
they're not.
So they can't call and explain.
Call me, and I'll tell you what forward progress is. I'm going to beat this to death all day long on everything I go on. I am everywhere. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Okay.
We're forgetting how to play football.
Here's how it'll go. If he's suspended, we'll hear about it at some point today. If we don't hear anything today, that means they're simply going to fine him. I just can't imagine. People will lose their minds if there isn't a suspension for walking over to the stands, reaching up and grabbing a fan. I mean, what are they waiting for? Do you have to knock the guy out before you get suspended?
Yeah,
like,
I don't
you
know.
know.
Right.
So the whole idea is deterring the behavior. And so much of the NFL's penalties are driven by the outcome. I'll give you a quick example, and then we'll go to break. Rashee Rice gets suspended 6 games because he's driving fast and he causes an accident. Well, you know what? Brandon Ayuk zooming by Levi's Stadium, videotaping himself going 100 miles an hour. They're probably not going to do anything because nothing bad happened, right? But we want to deter the behavior. To avoid the bad outcome, you deter the behavior.
Right.
So we'll see what they do with DK Metcalf. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.